What are the salaries that you can get in 2026 if you think about pursuing CPA US? Now, if this is the first time you're visiting our channel, then please do hit subscribe. And as always, if you find value, give us a thumbs up. What is CPA and are you eligible or not? Well, CPA is the CA of US, and of course you can do it if you plan on going to the US for sure. But even if you decide to stay in India, or for that matter in multiple countries across the globe, USCPA is highly recognized, making sure that you, through that certificate, are considered as a qualified chartered accountant. Now, eligibility is actually the main concern here. Look, if you're a college student right now, do not consider taking up CPA right away. The earliest you can even start studying for CPA is post-graduation, and then too there are certain criteria. I've made a detailed video on how do you really get eligible for CPA. Please click on it if you don't have clarity. But as of right now, let's just assume that you are if you're in college, you can pursue CA, CMA US, ACCA, FRM, and then CPA can be left for the future. But now with that said, assuming that you are either a chartered accountant, either you are an MCom or an MBA, or you are a BCom and you completed what we call the bridge course to really start CPA, then this video starts for you. First of all, what kind of salary packages are available in India? There are CPAs who we know who, with no other experience, with no other qualification except their BCom or the graduation and CPA, you can be eligible anywhere from 8 lakhs to 12 lakhs, sometimes even more, depending on which company, what profile, how your interview went, how your scores are in your CPA exam, everything combined. The top companies that hire for CPA are generally the big 4, the big 6. So you have your KPMG, Deloitte, PwC, EY, Grant Thornton, BDO, and then you also have a ton of American companies, Apple, Amazon, etc., all who are open to hiring CPAs. Over and above that, any company, any firm which is doing accounting for its US counterparts, right? There are tons of them again in India. All of them, again, even boutique firms are open to hiring CPAs. And finally, if you go down to the south of India, there is something called what we call GCC, Global Capability Centers, mostly for, again, the big 4 kind of companies. What happens is here in India, they hire in bulk because the labor cost, as we all know, is generally lesser than if you hire a similar accountant, similar person in the West. So a lot of American companies, they outsource their accounting and finance to India. They hire Indians in bulk. Most of us who are ACCAs or CPAs, and then we do accounting, bookkeeping, taxation for these US companies. All of these gives you opportunities to actually earn as a CPA. Over and above that, I have a few data points for you guys that can actually make it better for all of you all. So, like I said, you can start anywhere from 8 to 12 lakhs as a fresher. Over and above that, after a couple of years, maybe 3 to 5 years, you can get to a salary of 15 to 20 lakhs. Once again, depending on how your performance is. As a fresher, CPA qualification matters more, but after 3-5 years, on an average, your performance matters more. Over and above that, if you reach 6 to 10 years, you can get anywhere between 30 to 60 lakhs, depending on how high you have progressed in any of these firms. Over and above that, the CPA advantage, I have it here with me. It's backed by data, which is according to 2026 data compiled by Corp Ready Academy. CPA holders in India reach the manager level 1.5 to 2 years earlier than their non-CPA peers. And over 5 years, they cumulatively earn 50 to 25 lakhs more than their colleagues who have similar experience but no CPA credentials. Over and above that, guys, I also have data if you decide to go and work in the US. So let me break that down right now. An average CPA salary in the US in 2026, it's between $80,000 to $100,000. So on an average, that's between 70 lakhs to 1 CR, depending on the exchange rate. And once again, this is through data. Surveys or websites such as ZipRecruiter, PayScale, Becker's Accounting Salary, all of them have actually given us this particular salary bracket. Over and above that, it's an important one point that I found. Location matters a lot in the US. So in states like New York, California, and Washington, they pay more than the national average of CPAs. So CPAs in New York and Washington earn between 9 to 13% above average. Right? And San Francisco is one of the highest paying cities where the average accountant salary alone is over $114,000. Last but not least, right now, let's assume you've taken up CPA and you consider yourself average, or people are not giving you something above average and you're aspiring for that. What are the few things you can do to maximize your salary? And lastly, guys, let's assume you've completed CPA and you still want to try and achieve a higher pay to begin your career with. There are a few things you can do. All of them are relatively easy, just require a little bit of planning. So number one, as we all know, CPA has 4 exams, and the 4th exam has an option of you choosing 1 out of 3 options. Select that wisely. Right? Second, like I said, probably aim for these global capability centers, because not only do you get hired a little easily, you then have the ability to move around the world because it sets your base up over there. Third, please learn different types of technologies. I today morning got a call from my aunt. She's like 60 years old and she's like, how do I start learning AI? Because she's also in the education field. She teaches primary school, and she was like, everybody's asking us also to now pick up basic AI skills. As a chartered accountant, not only AI, Tableau, Power BI, of course advanced Excel. No matter how far we've reached right now in AI, till date, it is critical that you and I still know how to use Excel at its highest level. So these are a few things, guys, that will matter depending on your early days, right, and how you land up progressing in your life. So if there's anything else in this video that we have not covered, please leave it in the comments and we'll definitely get back to you guys.